Hello everyone. Welcome back. Today I want to share with you one of the most meaningful stories Jesus told. The story of the Good Samaritan. It's a story about kindness, mercy, and what it truly means to love your neighbor. As we go through the story, I invite you to think about your own life. Who do you see as your neighbor? And how can you show kindness in your daily life? This story comes from Luke chapter 10, verses 25 to 37. There was a man traveling from Jerusalem to Jericho, a dangerous road known for thieves and wild places. As he walked, robbers attacked him. They stripped him of his clothes, beat him badly, and left him lying on the side of the road, barely alive. Soon a priest came down that same road. A priest was someone respected in the community, a spiritual leader. But when he saw the man, instead of stopping to help, he crossed over to the other side and kept walking. Then, a Levite came along. Levites were assistants to the priests, also respected religious workers. But he too, when he saw the injured man, passed by on the other side, without helping. Finally, a Samaritan came along. Now, Jews and Samaritans were usually enemies and did not get along at all. But when this Samaritan saw the injured man, his heart was moved with compassion. He went to him, cleaned and bandaged his wounds, put him on his own donkey, and took him to an inn to care for him. He even paid the innkeeper to look after the man until he recovered, promising to return and cover any extra costs. Jesus then asked, "Which of these three do you think was a neighbor to the man who fell into the hands of robbers?" The answer was clear: the one who showed mercy. Take a moment now to reflect. Who do you think your neighbor is? Is it only the people you know? Or could it be anyone around you who needs help? This story teaches us a profound truth. Love and compassion should cross all social, ethnic, and cultural boundaries. The priest and Levite might have been afraid, busy, or unwilling to get involved. Or maybe they thought it was someone else's responsibility. But the Samaritan didn't let fear or prejudice stop him from showing kindness. Sometimes in our own lives, we might ignore people in need because it's inconvenient or uncomfortable. But Jesus calls us to be different, to be people who act with compassion no matter what. So, how can we live this out today? Look around you. Is there someone lonely, sick, or struggling who needs a helping hand? It could be a neighbor, a coworker, or even a stranger. Sometimes kindness means listening patiently to someone's problems or offering practical help. Other times, it might mean standing up for someone who is treated unfairly or showing patience when people frustrate us. We don't have to solve every problem, but small acts of love can change lives, just like the Samaritan's care changed the life of that injured man. Remember, love isn't just a feeling, it's an action. Jesus didn't just say, "Love your neighbor." He showed us what that looks like through stories like this and through his own life. You might think you're too busy or don't have enough resources, but even a little kindness counts. Sometimes the greatest gift is simply showing up and being present for someone else. As you go about your day, I encourage you to ask God to open your eyes to the people around you who need kindness and mercy. Ask Him to give you a heart like the Good Samaritan, ready to help, ready to love, no matter the cost. Thank you for listening today. If this story spoke to you, share it with someone else who might need encouragement. Let's be neighbors who show mercy and kindness, living out the love God calls us to every day.